What's up, folks? I'm back again, making another video about the truth, my favorite subject, and a little more on perception and frequency. Right, so frequency is one that I've heard people over the last few years talk about a lot online, right? And then it's like, you gotta raise your vibe, you gotta elevate your frequency, man. It's all about those positive vibes. That's how we're gonna make the world a better place. You can't focus on the negative, right? All that kind of stuff. Like, oh, all you gotta do is change the channel. You're not low vibration, just turn the dial, man. Change the station. And I remember thinking, wow, that's pretty cool. I could change the station if I'm feeling down. I just gotta remember I could change the channel. And I would do that, and maybe it would last about a minute. And then I'd go back to my regular station. Right. Um, but yeah, that's when you hear people talking about frequency, right? And I keep talking about caring for the truth is the highest form of love, right? That to me is the dial. Like, to use truth as the dial, right? Because if caring for the truth is the highest form of love, then that's being in alignment with the highest form of love has got to be the highest frequency, right? Because a very low vibration, very low frequency is that, like, consciousness of fear that, there's so much of that going on. And, the world would definitely be a much greater reality if we cared for the truth, if we had more love and honesty in it, right? But instead, you got a lot of people just going around lying to themselves and pretending. And that's what I'm getting at. It's like, imagine you lived in a world where everyone's lying to themselves, but they don't know that they're lying to themselves. And then you can actually bring that up to them, and they'll say, "Well, I don't see it that way," but it is that way. Imagine you lived in a world like that. Well, you do. And that's what I keep talking about, caring for the truth. If everyone's lying about that, that's a low frequency. It's got to be caring for the truth. So you see, I got this animation going on, right? And when I'm talking about the truth, the green line obviously is representing the truth. And whenever I talk about the truth, the definition that I'm using always is the truth is that which is happening, and that which has happened in the past, right? Like, just like this video, I'm doing it right now. It's happening. It's true, right? But by the time you see it, it'll be something that happened in the past. But you're watching it right now, and so that's what you're doing. Like, that's what's happening, and the fact that the video is there for you to watch is proof that I did it in the past. It's true I did it in the past, and it's true that you're watching it right now. It's as simple as that. The truth is so simple. It's not my truth. It's not like your truth, like I'm living my truth, that kind of stuff. It's just what is happening. Like, you can't say if you're doing something that you're not doing it, right? But that gets to perception, because there's a lot of people who will say that they're not doing what they're doing, right? They're not lying to themselves. And so that's perception is when, say you have uh two people could be standing right next to each other and looking in the distance at an object, and they don't see it the same way, right? And they may both not see it the same way. Well, the one person might see it correctly, and the other person's going to perceive it incorrectly. Maybe they have bad eyesight, and the other one's got 20/20 or whatever it is. But when they both get close up to the object, they say, "Oh, okay," and they can both agree on the truth of what that object is, but never ever does the perception change what the object in truth is, like, ever. Like, that's where perception comes in, where people start to believe what they perceive instead of actually caring for the truth, right? So here's this animation here. You got the red, blue, and yellow waves representing perception, right? The frequency. Obviously, the red one below is a much lower frequency. It's only hitting that line of truth like once or twice, and that's a low vibration. It's like mostly people just lying to themselves and barely touching the truth, and that's more like the world we live in. And then you got the blue wave, and that's a little better, right? It's hitting the truth more often. That's a little higher frequency. And then you got the yellow, which is even better, right? It's really starting to care for the truth, hitting that line of truth way more frequently, right? And the more that you hit that line of truth, the more love you're gonna get. The more love you're gonna get, the higher vibration, the better world you're gonna get, right? And that's what I'm just trying to get at. So I hope this little animation makes sense.